For some reason I can't focus my eyes properly on him.
Can't you?
No.
Is that with your eyes wide open?
Just how I look every time, I'm just doing the exact same. And it's
Or are you just misty-eyed for me?
I just missed the
Good evening, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening, my friends.
Good evening.
You see, we are depleted of one battery this evening.
Yes.
Fortunately.
So you'll all have to work extra hard.
Not a problem.
I expect you will too.
We always do.
Is there any way for us to improve the energy we can give you?
It is only your positive mental attitude. The rest is too variable for you to control. Not being too physically overtired from your weekend's exertions. But that's not always within your control, we understand.
Yeah. Did the different music Pete played before, does that make any difference?
Yes, but to the instrument.
Okay. Yeah.
To a degree, to his own positive mental attitude, as he believes the music is helping with his energetic system, and the belief is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do they call it? Is that psychosomatic? Is that what they call that? Or
That is what some people say, yes.
so, yeah.
But it is not just a psychosomatic phenomena with the music and the same vibrational energy.
Yeah.
Same waves can be felt on the skin, can they not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Certainly.
Sound is a form of music. Sound that comes in through your ear canal and stimulates your brain, causes a reaction within your body,
Yes.
which you may even notice as a tapping foot or more.
Yeah.
And this stimulation does cause a metaphysical change throughout the whole.
Right.
Though it is not purely psychosomatic, there is an energetic change.
Yeah.
I would be doing a disservice to the instrument's efforts. He plays the tape back if I would dishearten him.
That's good.
It's what works for the person, isn't it?
The belief is a far stronger element,
Yeah.
which gives confidence, which gives faith, which makes the difference between saying something and not saying something. Or reporting a feeling or a sound in a more confident manner that can then lead to more. But we need to know if you can see, hear and sense the things that we bring to the room around you. For it is an experiment for us as much as it is an experiment for you.
Did you have some particular area of information for us this evening?
No, but I believe you have some particular questions for me.
Remember
Those are the questions from outside. From Pete's brother.
Shall we jog your memory slightly?
Oh,
Yes, please.
please.
Yes, please.
Would you like to start with the one about fear of death?
Oh yes. If we're reincarnated, why? Oh no, that was a different one, was it?
Yes, why do we value life
Yeah.
so preciously
Mm-hmm.
if we simply reincarnate anyway?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very simple answer, my friends, which I'm sure you know already. It's your fear of the unknown.
Largely, I think, yes.
You're like to believe, even though you're talking to me now, it could just be the instrument's a mental person.
But life is also very precious, isn't it?
Life is precious indeed. It is not something to be thrown away lightly. And we all value our lives, and we all fear the unknown, the next stage, meeting thy maker.
Yeah.
Or as some people believe, going straight down and catching fire.
Is that... I'm not saying there's a right or wrong thing to believe, but is that a possibility, or...?
No.
Hell is here on earth, isn't it?
The hell is in your mind.
Yes.
If you believe and you are determined enough that you will go there, then you will experience that reality.
But real hell is where we create it on earth, I think, is it?
There is no such physical place as
No.
hell, only your own creation.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't really mean a physical place, I meant an experience, really.
Yes, you are masters of your own destiny.
Yes.
In a much more abundant way than you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
The answer to your question is self-fulfilling, really.
Yes.
Is that the same... If that's what... Is that the same with heaven, then? It's what you... If you believe and think what heaven is, that's what it is, where you'll go.
You can create your own realities for heaven, as you call it, as well.
Yes.
But there must be Sorry.
You may also progress through your realities as you become used to your surrounding circumstances and start to develop and enhance your understanding and move forward.
Yeah. Like, I'm not religious whatsoever. I've never have been my entire life. I've always thought I was very spiritual. So with religion, what's the collective's view on organised religion on Earth?
Religion is of the man.
Yes.
Religion is a need to believe in a greater power and to use that power for their own purposes. You will notice in all religions there are elevated statuses,
Yes.
bar for a very few.
Mm-hmm.
Quakers don't have anyone with an elevated status.
No, it's as I say, bar for a very few.
Yeah.
The vast majority, when you consider the population sizes that follow these religions, that is not to say religion is a bad thing.
But very often it is misused, isn't it?
Very often it is misused for the power and advancements of the individuals.
Yes.
With status and ego.
Yes. The ego drives people to wish to elevate themselves and have power over others.
And wealth too. There is an enormous amount of wealth in some of the churches. In some of the
Yes,
churches.
this is true.
So they believe in their god. Like, each religion has one, like, ruler or leader, and then at the end of every session we always say God bless, and Herbert says God bless and things like that. So there is a God.
There is a God, but not as you understand it. It is a greater force, a superior power, if you like, which we refer to as source or source energy.
Okay.
It is a greater power than you and I, the creator of things.
So there was
only one.
There's only one source.
Source that many people have connected and been moved by on a deeper level.
Yeah.
May I ask?
Brilliant.
Sorry.
Sorry.
May I ask? Is it an ultimate power exercised through unconditional love?
Could you rephrase the question for me, please? I'm not understanding your question.
My understanding of God, as much as I can understand God, is of an immense or ultimate power, really, exercised through unconditional love, really, for the benefit of all, and for the advancement and for the transformation, really, of those who choose and who do their level best to connect to it, to understand it, to I don't think I can get any closer than that, but that was really a question.
The question here is understanding how unconditional love plays out in its part of the God figurehead. Is that what you're asking me?
Yes, I think yes, it is.
Unconditional love is an aspect of the source energy, not a currency as such, but an emotional feeling that's universal through all things.
Yeah.
And it is present in everybody?
Everyone has the capacity to feel unconditional love.
Which would be that of God in everyone in Quaker speak.
It is inherent in every single living thing.
Yes.
But there are those that wish to turn away from its power and source and do not wish to experience it. And there are those so desperate to experience it that try so hard to experience it that they never happen because they are so focused on the thought of experiencing it they completely miss it.
Yeah.
But those that have had it happen to them that give, that truly understand what is meant by unconditional love, know instantly that feeling, know instantly that moment they're in it.
Yes.
It is close as you can feel instantaneously to the power of the Creator.
Right, yes, I understand that. I experienced it last October and it was extraordinary.
You realise when you've experienced it how all else pales into insignificance and unimportance.
Yes. Except in some ways taking it forward to help other people experience it, really. Is that possible?
Each person must be willing to experience and receive of their own volition. It cannot be taught.
Yeah.
But it's possible that we can enable other people to feel it.
You can set an example.
Yes.
For others to follow, to see and feel and sense the joy within another person is to take a step on the path towards it for yourself.
So you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself?
No, this is not a conscious act of reward.
No.
It is the feeling one gets as a result, hence the unconditional part.
Yeah.
Yes.
By truly being unconditional, which many people mix up and confuse from goodwill, is a far greater thing.
So is that unconditional love something we feel when we pass from the human life?
There is an unconditional love waiting for you. There is an unconditional love drawing you home, but it is not a part of the passing process.
But when we have passed, do we pass into that unconditional love?
Why, yes.
And you feel that all the time?
We're entering a new conversation on a new topic now of our existence.
Yes.
We do not feel it all the time, as you say, for it is a transition process that you go through. It is very hard to explain our existence to you in your linear time frames, in your modular existence.
Yeah.
But do you have, as it were, closer access to it?
Yes, for we do not have physical bodies and we may blend energy to feel unconditional love in a similar way.
I keep hoping when I do healing with people and I act as a healing channel that they will feel that. They will feel what I felt.
Some will and some will not. Each person will be at a different level of evolvement and have a different ability. And you have the ability to change their perception with your healing, Although you may not get the exact result you desire, for it is not something you can will upon someone.
No.
But if they can feel the connection to source energy through you, then they will start to feel the unconditional love of the Almighty. As it flows into them.
Which is how I experienced it.
Yes. It has the ability to completely transform people's lives.
Absolutely.
People who have been touched in the darkest corners by the source energy. Persons such as prisoners in dark, miserable places. Have felt the power of the source energy and claimed to be touched by God and have transformed their lives accordingly.
Yeah.
And can absent healing also give that access, as it were?
Yes, it is possible. But there is a higher level of intelligence, the ultimate force that will decide to change a person's life.
Yeah.
For we are all a part of that source energy. We are collectively part of the whole.
And that's human on the earth plane as well as spirit.
The spirit of the Creator is inside us all.
Yes.
Every living thing.
Yes, of course. And yet still we have wars and we have unkindness and we have... Doesn't make much sense, does it?
Terrible tragedies and children with illnesses.
Yeah.
And you say to yourself, why?
Yeah.
Why would the Almighty take my child from me?
And it's down to us.
The child could have decided beforehand.
Right.
To incarnate,
Yeah.
to live a shortened existence. There are lessons for all involved. Sometimes there are collective numbers that may need to pass before a cure is found to help others.
Yeah.
So those with a lot of your free love and will choose to incarnate and sacrifice themselves to bring around change. There are parents who, before they come here, wish to know how the depths of grieving feel on that sort of level. And even though it may seem abhorrent to you whilst you're here, it is again another learning lesson of life, and a challenge and obstacle to be overcome.
And we decide that at soul level.
We all decide our lessons before we come.
But that's on a level of understanding that's greater than we have.
Correct. You do not have any of this knowledge whilst you are here. You only see what is placed in front of you.
But we can get insights.
It is true.
Can everyone look back into their past lives? Like some people experience memories, dreams, things like that. Is that something that is a good thing? Or 'cause sometimes children, when they're really young, say things about previous lives, like their memories and things.
Yes.
How come they can remember them and then... So like I can't remember now anything about a previous life.
But you may have been able to when you were very young.
Yeah.
When children have not been contaminated by the environment with which they live in quite the same way.
Yeah. Is there something
You
now
have
that you
the
can access?
ability to connect with your higher self.
Yeah.
Do you not? Through your meditations, through your dream states, you may connect with your higher self or your higher selves.
Yeah.
And the child that is daydreaming away can be fairly well connected because it's less distracted by the environment around it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go to work and earn a living and make the dinner and wash the dishes and all of the mundane things that clutter your minds. It's far more pure until the rest of the thoughts as the child grows start to take up the daily thought process.
Yeah.
And it is harder and harder to detach yourself from the environment around you and truly float free to connect.
So if I can connect with my higher self on a
There are many of
better.
your hypnotherapists and past life regressors who are going to help you, enable you to do this.
Because I tried it once, but I don't know if it actually worked or not.
Did it feel correct to you at the time?
No, not at all.
Then it is likely to have failed.
But it is something that I can do then, because I would like to.
There are no limitations to what you can or cannot do.
Well,
Your limitations are within your own mind.
that's excellent. That's all that's all I needed to know. Thank you very much.
You may have had a very painful or traumatic previous experience and your mind has blocked the path. So you may have to try harder for longer if you wish to bridge
Yeah.
the gap.
And is this the same with? I know we spoke about time before, but progression. Would I be able to see?
You, my friend, were on a ship, rowing across the seas.
Was I?
You were beaten severely. You were malnourished.
Wow. Was that one of? Was that the life before this one, or
One of your lives.
what year was this? Do you know? Do you have a date? Where was I? Do you know where I was going, or did I make it?
It was in the Mediterranean Sea. Life of servitude born to shackles.
And that the lesson that I learnt in that life was. Can you tell me?
It's not for me to tell you your lessons, young
Yeah.
man.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's fascinating. Thank you.
When physical pain is deep enough, it can be felt like a pebble in a pond with the ripples that go through several lifetimes.
And mental anguish as well.
Yes, it is all mental, for the physical body has gone. Just the memories of the physical pain and the mental cruelty.
And are those the lives to which we have access?
You have access to all your existences.
Right.
I would like to see, in human being terms, into the future. Have a look at those lives just to see what they're like, if that's possible or even allowed.
There are practitioners known as future life progressors.
Yeah. And are they? I don't mean to sound cynical, but are they trustworthy? Do they know what they're doing? Or
I cannot vouch for any of them.
yes. Okay.
The process is the same, of course. And your future and destiny is still in your hands.
Yes.
You can change your future.